Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing the most dangerous animals in Texas. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Number 1. Cougars. Cougars are commonly referred to as mountain lions, big cats, and panthers. These animals possess extremely sharp claws and teeth. Cougars are known to traverse the bushlands of South Texas, but they can also be found further north. Attacks on humans are rare, but have indeed happened in the past. Since 1890, there have been a recorded 88 cougar attacks on humans in North America. Out of those 88 attacks, 20 have resulted in deaths. Although cougars typically don't attack humans on sight, they are more likely to if in a state of starvation or looking for new territory to inhabit. These big cats will attack its victim's neck first in order to subdue them. If you happen to come across a cougar, it is said that direct eye contact is the best approach if you feel threatened. Shouting and making other loud sounds are also good tricks in order to avoid being attacked. Number 2. 9-banded armadillos. Although most people don't associate danger with armadillos, you should certainly be aware of this one. About 20% of these insect-eating animals are known to be carrying leprosy. Leprosy is a type of bacterial disease that can cause skin lesions and nerve damage in humans. Although leprosy is curable, it might be wise to stay away from these 9-banded armadillos. Since 1 of every 5 of them carry this bacterial infection, I surely won't be taking any chances. Number 3. Alligators. These large reptiles are known to frequent the bayous and swamps of Texas. Their extremely powerful jaws and razor-sharp teeth are nothing to be messed with. Alligators usually don't go out of their way to attack humans unless they somehow lose their fear to people. This typically happens when people feed alligators. Be careful around any bodies of water, especially the previously mentioned bayous and swamps. Alligators are known to drag their prey underwater, where they drown their prey before consuming it. People often confuse alligators for crocodiles, but they are indeed different. Alligators have a more rounded snout, while crocodiles possess a more pointed snout. Be careful leaving children or pets unsupervised because alligators have mistaken these two for prey in the past. Around 2015, a 28-year-old man was fatally injured by an alligator while going for a midnight swim in Texas. Such a fatality had not occurred in the state since 1836. It's safe to say that entering this huge reptile's habitat is likely not a good idea. Number 4. Snakes. Texas is known to have about 4 types of venomous snakes. These include the timber rattlesnake, coral snake, western diamondback rattlesnake, and also cottonmouths. The timber rattlesnake is regarded as the most lethal out of the bunch. This snake releases 2 types of venom when it bites someone. Neurotoxic venom, which damages the nervous system and can lead to paralysis. The second type is hemotoxic venom, which erodes body tissue, making it easier for the timber rattlesnake to digest its prey. Coral snakes, commonly confused with the non-venomous scarlet king snake, is also found in Texas. The coral snake's tail has only black and yellow bands with no red, while the scarlet king snake maintains the same band pattern throughout their entire body. A bite from a coral snake can induce nausea, vomiting, double vision, muscle twitching, weakness, and paralysis. A bite from a coral snake can also cause respiratory failure, which can lead to death. The western diamondback rattlesnake is also one you should be sure to avoid in Texas. Known for the diamond shaping of their scales, these snakes can administer lethal bites to humans. Just like the timber rattlesnake, the diamondback's venom contains hemotoxin, which breaks down body tissue. If a bite from a diamondback rattlesnake goes untreated, it can lead to organ failure and eventual death within 1 to 2 days. Another major venomous snake in Texas are the cottonmouths. Also known as water moccasins, these snakes are semi-aquatic, so they spend a lot of their time in water and also on land. Cottonmouth venom is extremely dangerous to humans. A bite from this snake can lead to temporary or permanent tissue damage. Major swelling is also common with cottonmouth bites. In terms of snakes in Texas, it's a good idea to stay away from all of the ones on this list. Number 5. Scorpions. Although a sting from a scorpion isn't commonly fatal, it can cause swelling, pain, difficulty breathing, vomiting, and twitching of the muscles. Scorpions are typically found in cave-like places or covered areas such as rocks or wood piles. These unique arachnids aren't very common in major cities, but they can still find their way into people's homes. There are 18 species of scorpions in Texas at the moment. In order to prevent your home from being invaded by these small creatures, it's best to keep any leaking water or moisture to a minimum. Scorpions are attracted to damp areas and would love to find its way to that leaking pipe in your basement or that leaky hose on the outside of your house. Also, if you live in Texas, be sure to check your shoes or boots before putting them on, because your foot might be met with an unpleasant and painful surprise. Number 6. Sharks. There are about 40 species of sharks that swim in Texas waters. The 5 most commonly found are blacktip sharks, bonnet-head sharks, bull sharks, spinner sharks, and the Atlantic sharp-nosed shark. Blacktip sharks inhabit the waters of the Gulf of Mexico and are commonly found throughout tropical waters around the world. Bonnet-head sharks are similar to the hammerhead shark with their shovel-shaped heads. Bull sharks are perhaps the most dangerous on the list. These massive predators can live in saltwater and freshwater environments. It isn't uncommon for bull sharks to make their way up rivers in Texas. The Atlantic sharp-nosed shark has several noticeable white spots on its body and is the most commonly caught shark off the shores of Texas. Spinner sharks are known to be very quick swimmers. This shark is unique in its way of catching prey, which includes spinning out of the water at great speeds. Be careful swimming in any rivers that feed out of the Gulf of Mexico, and also don't swim at dawn or dusk if you're planning to swim in the ocean. Number 7. Spiders. Texas is host to 2 different types of venomous spiders, the black widow and the brown recluse. Although the male black widow is harmless, the female black widow can do some serious damage. A bite from this spider can cause its victim to lose consciousness, feel tremors, and induce vomiting, among other unpleasant symptoms. Be aware of black widows in places such as outdoor restrooms and wood chip piles. The other venomous spider in Texas, the brown recluse, typically likes to seclude itself to basements and garages. Although some bites from a brown recluse can be harmless, other times it can cause lesions to the skin, sweating, fever, and chills. Needless to say, you probably don't want to take any chances being bit by one of these spiders. Number 8. Whitetailed deer. Many people associate deer with peaceful grazing, but the white-tailed deer is a different story. Although these instances are rare, these deer have been known to attack people in the past. One moment, they can be completely calm, and the next, you can find yourself defending against sharp antlers and powerful kicks from their hooves. Do not approach one of these deer if you see them in the wild, as they have been known for unprovoked attacks. Overall, Texas is a very beautiful state and has a lot to offer for the people living there. As long as you are careful and know where not to go and how not to interact with certain wildlife, you should be fine. Liking and subscribing to my channel means so much. Thank you for watching this video. Check out my online store, David Allen Prints. I mostly make products that are tailored to different cities and states in the USA. You can find coffee mugs, hoodies, t-shirts, iPhone cases, and candles. I truly love making YouTube videos and would love to make it my full-time job, so if you want to support me, check out the shop. Get 10% off at checkout with code DAVE. Shop link will be in the bio. And if your city or state isn't on one of my products, DM me on Instagram and I'll add it to my shop. Thank you very much.